The biggest problem on the planet today is fear. It's been a problem for a long time, but it's a huge problem now. It's getting bigger every day, and the reason that fear is a problem, of course, is that it affects everything. Everything we think and say and do, all the decisions and choices we make. Everything that we're experiencing can come from only one of two places. Conversations with God has made that very clear to me. We're either coming from love or we're coming from fear. Most people, most of the time, and myself, more than I would like to acknowledge, coming from fear.
Motivation it's kind of a strange word because it doesn't really mean what we think it means. We think it means that we're fired up to do something. We think that it means we're eager and passionate to make something happen. You just can't turn on passion. You can't just turn on the desire to execute a task. It just doesn't work that way. And honestly, that isn't even what motivate means. Motivate doesn't mean to yell and scream and encourage. No, to motivate actually means to provide a motive, a reason why. So to motivate someone is to explain to them why they're doing what they're doing, how it will help them, where it'll take them, why they should continue to work and to struggle and to fight. And when you need motivation yourself, don't look for someone to scream and yell. Don't look for someone else to give you motivation. Look at yourself. Look at yourself and remind yourself why.
There is no excuse for not living up to your fullest potential. No excuse. We want people to make guarantees to us, but we're not willing to make guarantees to ourselves. You always want to blame other people. You want to hold other people to the fire, but you're not holding yourself to the fire. You just said you're giving 50%. You owe you an explanation. You need to look at yourself in the mirror and say, why are you only giving 50%? What's wrong with you?
If you've struggled to get a prospect to understand what it is that you have to offer, try one more time. If you've struggled to get someone to try out your product or service as a customer, try one more time. If you've struggled to get people to attend events, try again, just one more time. If you had a home party before and it didn't work out, try one more time. There's so much value in trying one more time. There's so much value in staying in the game and polishing your skills. There's so much value in plan, do, review. Do what you do.
Zone is a place where, for that small opportunity, where you actually control time.
You can overcome anything except your own death.
In times of suffering, what we do is we forget how hard we really are. Because that's what suffering is. Suffering is a test. That's all it is. Suffering is the true test of life. The beauty is remembering this young, dumb, what people called nigger is now where I'm at today. And that is, when you finally get to that point, for me, it's forever lasting peace. Greatness isn't running 200 miles at a time or doing 4,000 pull-ups or being a SEAL. Greatness is whatever the hell you dreamed of in your own mind. You gotta first see it. You gotta first create this vision in your mind. And then that's when I come into play. Once you create this vision in your mind, it's how am I gonna get there now? We are all great. No matter if you think you're dumb, no matter if you think you're fat, no matter if you are fat, no matter if you've been bullied, or no matter if you just got back from Iraq or Afghanistan and you have no legs or your arms or whatever, man, we all have greatness. You gotta find the courage. You gotta find the courage to put your Bose headphones on and silence the noise out of this world and to find it.
Why you are doing what you are doing. Remind yourself that this struggle, this temporary pain, this fight that you're in, this is what will make you stronger and better.
It's easy to go through life worried about the future, frustrated because a dream has taken so long, or upset because somebody did us wrong. But instead of complaining about the difficulty, instead of being sour because your plans didn't work out, you need to remember these 3 simple words: all is well. He's lining up the right people. He's moving the wrong people out of the way. He's positioning you exactly where He wants you to be.
It was my dream. It was my goal. I don't expect you to believe in my dream like I believe in my dream. And the problem with some of y'all is you want somebody else to support your dream. It's yours.
Now, don't delay the promise by speaking negative words. God is still on the throne. He's directing your steps. He wouldn't have allowed it unless He had a purpose for it.
I don't owe you a dime. It's your dream. If you want it to happen, get your butt up and make it happen. If you want it to happen, rise and grind. And I don't go to sleep when I'm tired. I go to sleep when I'm done. If you want it to happen, you're going to have to do what I do, and that's get up at 3 o'clock in the morning. If you want it to happen, that means you're going to have to get home at 2:15 and get your butt up at 5 so you can get to Detroit by 6.
When you're tempted to get discouraged, keep reminding yourself all is well.
I'm not the best in the world. I just get there before the other guys get there.
That every successful person has to do, including you. Believe it or not, every successful person in this world has jumped. You are going to have to jump. You cannot just exist in this life. You have got to try to live. If you are waking up thinking that there's got to be more to your life than it is, man, believe that it is. Believe in your heart of hearts that it is. But to get to that life, you're going to have to jump. See, God, when He created all of us, He gave every last one of us a gift at birth. He never created a soul without endowing them with a gift. I got a partner on a detail shop, make $800,000 a year detailing cars. He got 6 mobile trucks running around. $800,000 a year. All he do is detail cars. You just got to quit looking at gifts as running, jumping, singing, dancing. It's more than that. It's if you know how to network, if you can connect dots, if you draw, if you teach. Some of y'all fry chicken better than anybody else, bake pie. Some of you cut hair, color hair. You've got to identify that gift. When you see people in life, when you're standing on the cliff of life and you see people soaring by, when you see people soaring, going to exotic places, you hear about them doing wonderful things. Maybe you look up the street and your neighbor just gets a car every year, every 2 years. You know, how is he doing that? Have you ever thought, maybe this person right here has identified their gift and is living in their gift? Your gift will make room for you. Your gift, not your education. You go get an education, that's nice. But if you don't use your gift, that education only gonna take you so far. It's your gift. But the only way for you to soar is you got to jump. You got to take that gift that's packed away on your back. You got to jump off that cliff and pull that cord. And if you're getting up going to work on a job every day that you hate going to, that ain't living, man. You just existed. At one point in time, you ought to see what living's like. But the only way to see what living like, you got to jump. When you first jump, let me tell you something, your parachute will not open right away. I wish I could tell you it did, but it don't. When you jump, it's not going to open right away. You're gonna hit them rocks. You're gonna get some skin tore off on them cliffs. You're gonna get all your clothes tore off. You're gonna get some cuts on you. You're gonna be bleeding pretty bad. But eventually, the parachute has to open. That is a promise of God. That ain't a theory, that's a promise. His promises is true, because listen to me. You cannot name one single thing God has not gotten you through.
I dare you to use your imagination. I dare you when you broke to use your imagination. I dare you when you're rich to use your imagination. I dare you under every single circumstance.
Sometimes the reason a promise is being delayed is because of what we're saying. Don't present problems, present solutions. If you will learn to be a problem solver,
I want you to dream. You a freshman, go for it. You a sophomore, go for it. You a junior, you got a little bit more time. If you are a senior, you should be no dreaming right now. No more dreaming. If you are a senior, dreaming is over. It's over. Like, I need specifics. What are you doing on Monday? What are you doing on Tuesday? What are you doing on Wednesday? You need to be very specific. Some of you stop dreaming. You dream for a week and you stop because things around you don't look good. You dream for a month, and when you get hit in the mouth, you quit and you give up. You dream for a while, and when people tell you crazy, and when people tell you stupid, and when people tell you can never get done, you stop dreaming and you go back to knowledge. Keep dreaming. Keep looking at your dream. Keep focusing on your dream. Keep going after the dream because that's where true success is. I don't sleep when I'm tired. I sleep when I'm done.
You know why kids love athletes?
I don't know, because they screw lingerie models.
No, that's why we love athletes. Kids love athletes because they follow their dreams. How much did they first pay you to give up on your dreams?
27 grand a year.
And when were you going to stop and come back and do what makes you happy? I see guys who work at the same company for their entire lives, guys exactly like you. They clock in, they clock out, and they never have a moment of happiness.
Move on. Straight up, move on. Forget them. They are lying and they are untrustworthy. So move on. Move on, and at the risk of sounding callous, get over it.
I believe that our greatest weakness lies in giving up. And there's so much value and there's so much power in trying just one more time.
Things move at your speed. For some individuals, it's extremely slow. For other individuals, it's extremely fast.
It's like you have to save your own life. Nobody's going to be able to save it for you. So we have to do what we have to do, no matter what it is.
You have an opportunity here, Bob. This is a rebirth.
I am weak. In all those ways that I listed, I am weak. But I don't accept that. I don't accept that I am what I am and that is what I'm doomed to be. No, I don't accept that. I'm fighting.
It's not your circumstances or your situation that determines if you're going to be successful or not. I've been telling you, it's your mindset. Work through your pain. On the other side is a reward. I use the pain to push me to greatness. And I'm telling you right now, don't give up. I'm telling you right now, don't give in. Get through it. And if you can get through it, if you can work through your pain, if you can work through your pain, I'm guaranteeing you on the other side is a reward. I gotta commit my very being to this thing. I gotta breathe it, I gotta eat it, I gotta sleep it. And until you get there, you'll never be successful in life. But once you get there, I guarantee you, the world is yours.
In times of suffering, what we do is we forget how hard we really are. Because that's what suffering is. Suffering is a test, that's all it is. Suffering is the true test of life. The beauty is remembering this young, dumb, what people call nigger, is now where I'm at today. And that is, when you finally get to that point for me, it's forever lasting peace. Greatness isn't running 200 miles at a time or doing 4,000 pull-ups or being a SEAL. Greatness is whatever the hell you dreamed of in your own mind. You gotta first see it. You gotta first create this vision in your mind. And then that's when I come into play. Once you create this vision in your mind, it's how am I gonna get there now? We are all great. No matter if you think you're dumb, no matter if you think you're fat, no matter if you are fat, no matter if you've been bullied, or no matter if you just got back from Iraq or Afghanistan and you have no legs or your arms or whatever, man, we all have greatness. You gotta find the courage. You gotta find the courage to put your Bose headphones on and silence the noise out of this world and to find it.
You're not gonna die because you're feeling a little pain.
I accept the fact that I can't avoid pain, but I refuse to be a sufferer.
At the end of pain is success.
Suffering is a choice. You choose how you're going to engage the vicissitudes of life. You choose how you're going to deal with loss, how you're going to deal with disloyalty. It's your choice.
A person's strengths are often their biggest weaknesses. And so that also means that their weaknesses can be their strengths. I'm always fighting, I'm struggling, and I'm scrapping, and I'm kicking and clawing at those weaknesses to change them, to stop them.
You can't get away from pain, but if you let pain be the influencer in your life, you're now suffering.
Some days I win. Some days I don't. But each and every day, I get back up and I move forward with my fist clenched toward the battle, toward the struggle. I fight with everything I've got to overcome those weaknesses and those shortfalls and those flaws, as I strive to be just a little bit better today than I was yesterday.
My spirit declares that my purpose is bigger than my circumstance. My spirit declares that my gifting is bigger than my circumstance. My spirit declares that my genius is bigger than my circumstance. It's time for me and you to look at each other. I'm going through you. I'm either going through you, over you, around you, but you're not stopping me. I'm built for this. That's the difference between being a victor and a sufferer. That's the difference between being caught up and bound and shackled by your circumstances. I made up in my mind, I'm not going to ever have this point in my life where I'm just going to be able to sit back and coast. You don't get to coast if you want to be a winner. The mindset of coasting is for people who want to be mediocre. Poor, average or mediocre, good, great, and phenomenal. Now you gotta literally choose to be poor. You gotta decide that I'm just gonna sit up and do some stupid stuff consistently, and then you will become a poor performer. It ain't one decision. You'll overcome one bad decision if you just get up and work every day. In order to be good, you got to actually activate good. Good doesn't just happen because you got the gifting and you got the genius. That don't just happen. You got to activate it. You got to look at yourself and say, I'm going to be a little bit better. I'm going to get up earlier than the next person. I'm going to put in a little bit more work. I'm going to do a little bit more research. I know I got a gift. I know what my gift is. I know what my genius is. But instead of just resting on my gift and my genius, I'm going to work on it. I'm going to refine it. I'm going to practice it. I'm going to study other people that do what my gift does and see what they're doing. I'm going to find a way to refine the gift. I'm going to work on the gift. If you're not being a steward of your genius, if you're not being a steward of your gift, then you are failing at your purpose. You're not serving your purpose. You're sitting around trying to make life bend to you. While a part of your life is out of your control, your destiny is not.